Hey, what's up, guys? Hoagie Moto back again. Today we got the 2022 CFMoto Papio. This little guy has a 126cc single-cylinder engine. The engine puts out 9.3 horsepower and 6.1 foot-pounds of torque. It is fuel injected and has a 6-speed gearbox. It weighs 250 pounds and has a fuel capacity of 1.9 gallons. We are riding the yellow colored model. It also comes in a red and gray design. They do come with a 1-year manufacturer's warranty. It has a standard LCD display showing you your mileage, RPMs, time, gear, and fuel. All of the lights are LED. CFMoto actually shares the same designer as KTM, so if you see some resemblance to the KTM Duke, that is why. If you are comparing it to a Grom, the Grom does have more torque, but it is only a 5-speed. This at least has 6 gears. The wheels on the front and back of this Papio are 12-inch. The rear shock has 5 clicks of preload adjustment. It comes with single disc brakes on the front and the rear. The front is a 2-piston caliper and the back is a single piston caliper. The seat is easy to remove, and there's not much under it besides a battery, fuse box, air box, and the diagnostic port for the dealer. Let's hear what it sounds like when we start her up. Alright, let's rip this thing. So I just wanted to apologize beforehand. Some of the audio at wide open is a little bit choppy. Please just bear with me. Someone built a new road that's perfect size for this motorcycle. Supposedly this little bike certified at 50 kilometers per liter. That equals out to about 117 miles per gallon. Now I've read some conflicting reports. I believe you're probably going to be around 100 miles per gallon. I think it really all depends on riding style and the body weight of the rider. If a hill looks steep on a GoPro, you know it is extremely steep in person, and this hill looks steep. I just decided to try to jump down it. I actually rode about 20 miles worth with the passenger. Our combined weight was right around 330 pounds, and the rear suspension was definitely sagging, but the bike still went. Our top speed was about 67 miles per hour with 2 people on it. Surprisingly, it was actually still comfortable when 2 people were on it. It does look pretty comical though. So the top speed that I got by myself was 69 miles per hour. I'm 6 foot and 200 pounds, so if you are weighing less than me, I think this thing will carry you to at least 70 miles per hour or more. So you do have to be careful when downshifting. If you downshift too early, your rear end will skid for a second. Other than that, it handled pretty good in the corners. I just like to test some different tire pressures to see what is the most comfortable. I was running the OEM 12 PSI. I felt like the faster I went on this bike, the better it handled. Again, the GoPro does not do this road justice. This is actually a very steep grade, and we are just wide open the entire time up this hill. The bike has a little bit of a drone sound when you're fully wide open. My microphone placement was down on the right hand side to try to pick up the exhaust sound, and it seemed to just amplify the drone into the mic. The bike sound is actually louder in this microphone than the sound is in person. So I wanted to test the bike on the highway real quick. Speed limit on this highway is 70 miles per hour, and we are going up a grade, so I don't think we're gonna make it to 70. Let's give her hell though. Let's test this baby out, see what it can do on a highway. Like I said, there's a slight upgrade on this highway. I think if we went the opposite direction with the downgrade, we could have gotten closer to 70 miles per hour, but I just wouldn't recommend taking this thing on a highway with the speed limit that high. I think if it was the speed limit that had 55 miles per hour, you'd be able to do that and keep up with the pace of traffic, as long as there wasn't a very steep hill. Finally, we hit a downgrade. We can pick up some more speed. So it's been a while since I've rode Groms, but I believe my top speed on a Grom was right around 59 or 60 going down a hill. I do feel like this bike is geared more for top speed than the Grom is. I do feel like the Honda Grom does have a little bit more torque. This bike is just so much fun cruising on these back roads. This thing definitely has enough power and speed for all non-highway roads. The brakes do work pretty good. They are a single disc in the front and single disc in the back. The clutch lever feels buttery smooth. The headlight and the rest of the LED lights were nice and bright in the nighttime. All of the LEDs are very bright during the daytime also, so other traffic will be able to see you out there on the road. Here's another very steep grade. Speed limit is normally 35 miles per hour. We're able to push 45 up this hill. Yeehaw! The horn works well and is very fitting for this little machine. I will say you get a ton of crazy looks from other traffic out there on the road, as well as people on the side of the road. If you stop somewhere at a gas station, you will get questioned about it. Shifting is very smooth, up or down, when using the clutch. If you let off, you are able to downshift or upshift without using the clutch. It's just not as smooth that way though. Picking up speed. Oh man, I love doing 69. Woohoo! This thing's fun to ride. So I stopped to try to do some wheelies. I think if you're planning on doing wheelies on this, you might have to go up teeth in the rear, or go down one tooth in the front just to get a little bit more acceleration. I don't think it helped on 200 pounds either. Do a little wheelie over the speed bump. Suspension soaked it up really good. 1, 2, 3, go! I don't know who won this race. This thing's not too bad in gravel either, so that definitely helps when you're on back roads. Downshift to make sure you're in the meat of the power when going up steep hills. Taking it off-road real quick. Luckily it's been pretty dry out. I think if you were to hit mud on these tires, you would just slide everywhere. But you can definitely ride in a lot of grass with it, it's fine. If you plan on taking it off-road all the time, you can get 12-inch knobby tires. There's definitely a couple companies out there making tires for this thing. Most 12-inch scooter tires will fit. Hey, people! You can even ride a dog on your little Papio. So I don't really have any big complaints about this bike. If you plan on using this bike just for stunting, because I know some people will, you might have to do some gearing changes. I think everybody else will be fine just the way it is. Like I said, I don't recall getting any of the other Groms to that high of a speed. I at least wanted to try to take this thing on the highway just for testing purposes. As you can see, a speed limit of 70 is just a little bit too much. Normally I'd avoid all highways on a motorcycle anyways, just because the back roads are more fun and enjoyable. Overall, I'd give the Papio 2 thumbs up. It's just a fun little bike to ride. You'll get a ton of compliments on it if that's what you're after. Currently, the fuel price here is $4.99 for a gallon of 87. This bike here will save you a ton of money on gas and still be fun to ride. If you guys have any questions, just leave them in the comments. If you are interested in a CFMoto Papio, contact your local CFMoto dealer. We still have a couple of these things left at Tri-State Power Sports. If you're interested in one of those, give us a call, 724-215-9085. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please give the video a like, hit the bell button for notifications, and make sure you subscribe. Now my dog and I are going to go rip some more motorcycles.